Filtering, filtering, filtering along. Filtering, filtering. This is my 2020 filtering song. Oh yeah. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Aylesbury on a Tuesday morning at 7 minutes past 9 in the morning. I'm on a bit of an adventure because our family car broke. So I don't want to leave my motorbike overnight at work in an airport car park. That'll never do. So I'm going back to my parents' house in Northamptonshire and borrowing my grandmother's little Volkswagen Lupo. My children call it the Froggy car because it looks like a frog and it's green. But for now, the bike can stay in a nice cosy warm garage at my parents' house. Huzzah! Happy New Year, everybody. Bally Ho. I have a motorcycle this New Year, so hopefully there'll be more riding. No, that lorry is trying to get round a parked van, so filtering would be hazardous. Good risk assessment there, rambunctious. No, don't bloody do your wipers, you arsehole. Ah. Bastard. A nice clean bike, though. After our little jaunt with Bigglesworth on his birthday before Christmas tide, the bike got absolutely filthy. So I washed it about 2 days later. Now, here's something for you. You know I got it ceramic coated for about 400 quid. Well, called Gen 3 or something. Apparently you don't need to wash it, you just need to rinse it off from time to time. Now, I need to ask about the bits that they did that to, because I was under the impression it was the entire bike. However, these ridiculous chromium effect, I suppose aluminium, brushed aluminium levers, brake lever and clutch lever, they're showing signs of pitting after one ride in the salt. Now, surely ceramic coating should stop that. So I'm going to have a word with my Triumph dealer. It's all under guarantee, etc. So I'll have a word with Triumph about that, because I don't know why it should show signs of corrosion in one ride in salt if it's got this Gen 3 ceramic coating. Anyway, we'll see. It's the faux carbs and the levers again. You know, the untreated aluminium that seems to have pitted again. But that was the point of paying 400 quid for this Gen 3 malarkey. So the sump line looks like it's covered in mud, salt and shitty shit. But they haven't gritted for a while because we haven't had freezing temperatures overnight for a while. So I'm fairly happy in the fact that my bike can go straight into my parents' garage without needing a rinse down. Whee! Gosh, look at the iridescent colours of the oil on the sump line. That is why it's called the sump line. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I can. God, that's a lot of oil. Some fuckers just dropped all that. Oh well, I'm staying right where I am. I'm now riding back to my parents in Northamptonshire on my trusty Merlin. And, anyway, on Merlin, go stay, naughty. And then I shall drive back home again to Aylesbury and then go to work, because I'm reporting at, I think it's 5 to 4 this afternoon, before I then do 3 flights, so it's quite a late start, but I got up early with the boys at 6 o'clock. Yay! Long day. Yeah, and then I'll have that car until they mend my car, then I'll drive that car back to my parents, pick up my motorbike, come home, then I've got my motorbike again. Hey! Huzzah! I've got quite a few day trips, you see. So on day trips, I take my motorcycle, my trusty steed, my Merlin. Now, I've called it Merlin for a couple of reasons. Merlin is cool. Let's face it, he's a wizard and he's magical. Huzzah! Full of wisdom and power. Brum brum. Secondly, the Merlin Engine. Probably one of my favourites. Second favourite is probably the Olympus engine from Concorde. Third favourite engine, this is aircraft engines. Wow, I have a list of favourite aircraft engines. I didn't really realise that until I started making this list. Anyway, so Merlin is the Merlin engine that was in the Spitfire, Hurricane and Lancaster, Mosquitoes and all that fun stuff. The de Havilland Mosquito is actually my favourite ever aircraft. It's amazing! Faster than a Spitfire, but with 2 Merlin engines. Yes, marvellous. So yes, called him Merlin after the Merlin engine. Did I say my third favourite engine? Third favourite engine is the Pegasus engine. Now that was a close runner actually for the name of this bike, because Pegasus is a winged horse. So and the Pegasus engine was used in the Harrier, the vertical takeoff and landing. I think it was first developed in the late 50s, but I think it was 60s and 70s where it finally came into service. Anyway, used heavily in the Falkland War in the early 1980s. But no, I called it Merlin because, well, the magical connotation was the power, the wisdom, and also the Merlin engine is just the most amazing engine ever. Robust. V12, don't you know? They supercharged it then. And then they called it the Griffin when it became something like a 24-litre V12 twin supercharged. And of course, superchargers don't lose power with altitude so much. So you have a supercharger all the way up. Turbochargers do lose power as you climb, as the air becomes less dense. So superchargers are actually better for aircraft engines than turbochargers. Hey! There you go. Learn something every day. Actually, I'll show you a picture of that Mondeo in full camping guise with a roof box and a trusty camping trailer. Yes. It's really good because you can. The roof of the trailer is load bearing, so you can put bikes on it. Hey! I just thought of something else. Now, apologies for the last 5 years. I've been vlogging for 5 years, nearly 6, and I've got an admission to make. I think most of you know this. I wasn't actually a captain. I just called myself Captain Rambunctious because it sounded heroic. However, the day before New Year's Eve, I passed my final line check as a commander, a captain of a passenger aircraft. Huzzah! So now I am a real captain! Hooray! Now I am a real captain, and I am very, very, very pleased. Very pleased. Very, very, very pleased. Very pleased. Yes, so now you may call me captain. I won't let it get to my head, though. No more than it already has. I'll still be the same twattish, idiotic, overbearing and wonderful person I've always been. Bally Ho, thanks for watching. I'll put in some photographs of my motorcycle at my parents' house if I remember to take any. Bally Ho, and Happy New Year and New Decade. Huzzah! Yeah, now it's had its first service, you can really rev it out. Oh, it's brilliant. So much more oomph than I thought it was going to. Someone asked me what the vibe's like. I'd say they're light to medium through the feet. None through the hands or the wrists. Right, Bally Ho. Just a quick update on the old bike. There's the Lupo that I said I was going to be borrowing. That's my grandmother's old car. Quick update. Everything you know about really, apart from things like, I can't remember if I've told you about the brake reservoir cap. There we go. That sort of matches the rest of the embellishers there, and also the front of the Triumph bit there. A little bit. It's a bit more modern thing going on. There you are. Oh, the other thing, I think I've mentioned the black number plate. I'm probably going to take that reflector off the bottom. It sticks down a little bit too much. I'd rather it was squared off a bit neater. And here's my olive swing arm bag, which I keep my disc lock in. And there is clearance between the exhaust and the bottom of the bag by quite a bit, so I'm not too worried about that. But it does get in the way of using the pillion peg, because my wife's heel kept scraping. You can see where she get a bit of mud on the back of there. So it does say you shouldn't have a pillion rider with that attached, but it's such a faff to get it on and off. You have to lower the exhaust pipe down a bit to unbolt the bracket that the bag attaches to there. So it's a bit awkward. So yeah, there we go. That's, I think they're the only updates. I mean, obviously the mirrors and everything. I love the profile of the lower mirrors and everything. It's all nice and flat. There we go. I quite like what I've done to this so far. Anyway, there you go, just a quick update. Bye. Time for some exhaust ejaculations. Right, here we go.